Hi, welcome to Everyday Creative. So, I have this crazy idea, and I've had this idea ever since I was a little kid. I wanted to make a giant walking puppet. So it's kind of like an inverse puppet. Instead of pulling the strings so stuff does down below, you walk and you control it. And I always wanted it to be big, especially when I was little. This puppet, I imagine it's going to be at least 12 feet high. And I didn't know where to start, so of course I did some internet searches, and I found this guy, Florida Man, builds giant skeleton, and he did a really cool job. I'm not trying to do anything so fancy as this, but I like a lot of his ideas. And so then I started thinking about, like, what's my skeleton going to be, and I decided to use 1/2-inch PVC pipe. And then I had to figure out how to make things like knee joints and joints for the shoulders. This contraption is going to go on top of my foot with Velcro. I'm going to start laying this all out, and I made some drawings of what my plans are going to be like. They're pretty vague, but I like to work from scratch, so we'll just see how it goes. And I have the big dreams, big dreams. Here's the lower half of the skeleton. Here's what I've got so far. I've got the foot attachments. I've got the lower legs. I've got the knees. I've got the upper legs. I got the hip bones. And I got a backpack. So I need to build a frame for the backpack. This is what the wooden frame looks like. It's going to go inside the backpack, and then the hip joints are going to attach to the top part, which is sticking out. But I think what I'm going to do now is cut all of the extra fabric off the bag, because I really only need the backpack part, the shoulder straps and the hip straps. This is what the frame looks like attached to the backpack. I spray painted it black so it'll disappear. And this is the hip. And I connected one of the legs. So I'm going to give it a test drive. The backbone is in place, connected to the backpack with a couple of straps. And I bent these pipes outward towards the shoulders, mostly for aesthetic reasons. And there's the shoulders coming together up there. Now that I've got the legs and the spine put together, I'm going to do some busy work in actually decorating the skeleton. So for the last 3 years, I've been saving these yogurt containers, and at about 1 container a week, I've got about 250 of these things. So that's quite a bit of plastic that I'm responsible for, and I'm going to make some art out of it. But I guarantee that when I'm done with the art, I'm going to make sure that these all get recycled. So what I need to do is fit them onto the pipe, and for that I've got a little tiny hole saw. And the hole saw is definitely a much smaller diameter than the pipe, but I bought it a little small because I want the yogurt containers to fit onto the pipe very tightly. So I've already drilled this one just as a test. You can see my Kamala green shirt through there. And I've got the pipe, and I just pop it in there. Just pop it in there. There you go. So that fits on there really tightly, so I won't need to use any glue, and I can just stack them up and stack them up, and that's going to form the meat on the bones of the skeleton. Cool. Now I only have to do that about 100 times more. Here's a little progress update. I've got all the legs and arms and spine and backpack put together. I haven't done the neck and attached the head yet. It has to be done by tomorrow, though, for the big Trashin' show. I made the head out of a slightly larger bucket from Ace Hardware, and I just used the yogurt tops for eyes and the mouth. To put this on, I made a mount on the chain link fence, and I hung the skeleton from that. And I can kind of back into it, and I have to put the feet on first and then attach the backpack and then dismount from the fence.
Bro, I want the last one because I was walking down there. Yogurt containers are made each year. Fairy Skeleton only has